Hello guys, finally the market start falling down. Have you ever thought of what you are going to do with your investment? What you are going to do with your equity portfolio? There is a solution and the solution is called hedging. In today's video, I am going to explain you how you can protect your portfolio from any downfall, from any drawdown. Before I start proceeding, what is hedging? Let me explain you what are the major benefits of the hedging. It will limit your loss. First of all, it's much more important you should preserve your capital, the working capital, so that you can trade in future, you can invest in future. If you lose your capital, then you don't have that backbone to fight with the market. Number two, it will give you monthly and yearly income consistently. If you go partial hedging, I'll explain you what is partial hedging is all about. Number three, it will reduce your portfolio drawdown. Suppose you have a 10 lakhs of capital, if you have 10 lakhs of investment, and one fine day market suddenly crashed by 2% or 3%, the entire portfolio will bleed, right? So your 10 lakhs portfolio will become 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs. So it will protect your portfolio from a drawdown to quite a huge extent. The fourth advantage is all about psychology. You will have a peace of mind and a sound sleep at night because you know the next fine day your portfolio will not get impacted by any such black swan event or any such crisis, because you are completely protected in your downside and your portfolio is completely hedged from any such of adverse situations. So peace of mind is more important in terms of psychological factors. If you are strong enough, if your mind is peaceful, then only you will be able to invest in a wiser sense. You can trade in a bigger aspect. So these 4 points are major benefits of the hedgings. Before I start explaining you what is beta hedging of a portfolio, let me give you some clarity on what is beta. Beta basically measures the sensitivity of a stock in respect to the market, which means if a market fluctuates 2%, 3% upside or downside, how much a particular stock moves compared to the broader market. Let me give you one example. If Nifty goes up by 1%, any of the stocks in the Nifty components goes up by a certain percent, that is going to be the base of calculation of beta. Similarly, if Nifty falls by 1%, how much percentage a stock in the Nifty will fall, that will be the base of calculation of that particular stock. How you are going to calculate beta of a stock? Very simple. I have put a link in my description, just click and you can get the last 6 months data of a particular stocks in the closing basis and last 6 months data of Nifty on closing basis. You just put those two data in two respective columns. You can see on the screen the Nifty daily return will be calculated and SBI close is also calculated. In column D, I have mentioned the Nifty closing last month 6 month data. In column F, I have mentioned the closing data for last 6 months for a particular stocks. Here for the sake of the calculation, I have taken SBI. So these data you can easily find out from the link I have given. It's readily available in the NSE website. You can click the link below in the description and you can get the data. So after putting those data, only you need to fill up the data on column D and you need to fill up the data of column F. After getting this 6 month data, I have put some formula here. The Excel will calculate the stock beta. It's a formula which is I have used here. It's called slope. With the slope, you can easily calculate the beta of the stocks. If you want to know how the formula has been constructed, you can easily click on the cell F4. Okay. So with that, you can copy the cell to the other sheet and understand how the formula is made and apply to the different stocks to find out. After finding the beta of a particular stocks of your entire portfolio, your portfolio might be comprising of 8 stocks, which I have just for the sake of explanation, I have taken these 8 stocks and I already found out the betas of the stocks. The formula I have already shown you in the last slides. After getting the beta, you need to calculate with your investment for that particular stocks in your entire portfolio. For example, if you have 1 lakh of ACC, 1.25 lakhs of Axis Bank, so you need to take the weighted beta based on the calculation I have provided. So the formula is nothing but the investment part for that particular stocks divided by the entire investment. When you multiply with your investment for a particular stock with the beta of the particular stocks, you will get a weighted beta. And the next step, you need to sum it up, the entire weighted beta for every individual stocks and get the total portfolio beta. In this case, I have taken 8 stocks and started calculating their weighted beta and sum it up. My portfolio has got 1.1 weighted beta. So now I need to hedge this beta with a strategy. Now the next question will come, how much quantity I should be hedging? That's called the hedging value. To calculate the hedging value, I need to multiply the total investment, I mean the total portfolio size multiplied by the portfolio beta. In this case, I got my hedge value as 14,96,600. So my next step would be how to calculate the lot size or the quantity which I need to take it for hedging purpose. So now if I assume Nifty is traded around 11,000, so Nifty lot size is 75. Okay, one lot comprising of 75 numbers of shares. So my total contract value of the Nifty would be 8,25,000. So my next step is to divide that hedge value with the contract value of Nifty, because I am going to hedge my portfolio with a Nifty or the market, correct? Here market represents Nifty. So if I divide it, I will get the number is 1.81. So I will round it up to 2 lots to get the total hedge number of my portfolio. So 2 lots I have to buy or sell depending upon the situations. That would be my quantity I would be requiring to hedge. In number 1, you can straight away sell future. It's called complete hedging. Do this when you feel that market is going to fall for this particular portfolio. You can alternatively you can buy put options, but for that you need to pay the premium. Some people do the put spread so that they will have to pay less premium compared to the direct put buyers. So buying put option is normally well accepted hedging instrument, because that's the reason any portfolio can be hedged if you buy put options. Straight away buy at the money put options, or you can buy a put spread. In number 3, you can alternatively sell call options. That you can do irrespective of the market falls or not, because that will give you a rental income month after month. By selling a call option, your portfolio is hedged till the amount of premium you are receiving from the call option, not beyond that. So it is a partial hedge, right? In number 4, you can also you can buy put options, and to collect the premium, you can sell the call options simultaneously. But if you are buying a put option of 100 rupees, you try to collect the same premium by selling a call option. So your hedge side, your protection side is absolutely free of cost. But there is a risk here. If market again turns upside, then if your call option gets hits, then you need to manage your entire things. This buying and put options and selling call option, you can do it out of the money as well as you can do it at the money also. If you do it at the money, you are more on the safer side. If you do it little out of the money, you are on the less safer side. So based on your views of the market, how much bearish market will be in near future, how much downside it will make. So based on all your views, all your assumptions, you can take any of these positions. But you keep something in mind that whenever you do some hedging, there is always possibility that market will reverse back from any point. So don't go all at a stretch. Do it periodically, do it stage wise, do it tranche wise, so that if market reverse back, you will not get harm. There are some advanced hedging also have included here, but at present if you are not very comfortable with the option strategies and all, don't go for it. But these are mostly one is OTM put broken wing butterfly or normal butterfly. You can buy one at the money put option, sell two out of the money put option to collect that premium, and you can buy another far out of the money put options to hedge that entire butterfly. So these are the 1:2:2 ratio. This is most safest way of hedging your portfolio, but up to certain extent. Then you need to go aggressively to protect your portfolio if it doesn't comply your requirement. Because when market falls, it doesn't tell you that how much I am going to fall. Okay. Another part is put ratio spread, but here the problem is it is not risk defined, it is unlimited risk hedging technique. So you must be prepared to keep some more capital to protect these as well if market is hitting the sell put leg of that particular put ratio spread. I would not suggest at present now. If you are master in options, you go for it. Otherwise, you restrict yourself with the normal hedging techniques. Moreover, the bottom line is that the whole hedging procedure, what I have explained you, it's only to protect your equity investment portfolio. Upside risk is not applicable for your equity investment because equity investment only needs to be protected in the downside risk. But in option strategies, you need to protect your upside risk also by OTM call option or at the money call options. You need to buy those things. So this is a whole concept about hedging. I am trying to convey as much as possible information to you with these slides and all these explanations. It is a little vast. Try to learn. If you want to learn something more, you can contact me or you can Google through different sites and all and understand the concept. I hope you all have enjoyed my video. I am sure that I am able to deliver you quite a bit of information related to the option market and strategically deliver you how to protect your portfolio, especially the equity portfolio, from any downside risk. People who are into the equity market for a long time may not be knowing that if any one black swan event or any one crisis, economical crisis, their portfolio may get hurt. So to protect your equity portfolio, let it be 1 crore, 10 crores, 10 lakhs, anything. Please learn the technique of hedging. It will be giving you a very good protection from any black swan event or anything, any overnight crisis. See you in the next video. Till then, keep trading, keep earning profit, keep selling options.